Today we're going to be looking at whether or not Defunct on Nintendo Switch is worth a fiver. Defunct is another one of those games that shows up every couple of months for a significant price cut in the Nintendo Switch eShop. As you can see here, it was most recently on sale for 29 cents, nearly 98% off its regular retail of $18.89 Canadian. Should you keep an eye out for Defunct and pick it up when it goes on sale? Well, first you should like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also ring that bell to be notified for upcoming SirLink Gaming videos. And with that out of the way, let's get to it. As soon as I booted up Defunct, it was as if I was brought back in time to the GameCube era. The simple 3D models and graphics do not look very up to date, but simple graphics aren't always indicative of a poor game. You're a broken down robot that needs gravity to get through levels in an attempt to make it back to your ship. Think the game Tiny Wings on iOS. That was one of the first games of its kind, where you touch the screen to crouch and pick up speed in order to launch yourself off jumps. This is effectively how Defunct works, but in a 3D post-apocalyptic world that looks like WALL-E, just not quite as pretty. Generating speed is what I would consider to be the best part of the game, which I will liken to a 3D Sonic game. Unfortunately, reaching that top speed doesn't happen too frequently. You can blast through the game pretty quickly if you ignore the collectibles. Realistically, I have no idea what you get if you gather all of them in an area, as I only collected a few along the way, but never all of them. If you are so inclined, there are a handful within each area for you to collect. The game is simple in that it barely tells you what's even going on or what your goals are. A few floating question marks will unlock new capabilities for your unicycle robot. Eventually you piece together how to play, and you make your way through the world. Like I said, the game is pretty simple. If you're a completionist and want to gather all the collectibles, you can likely get a few hours out of the game. Skins can be unlocked, and there is also a leaderboard for speedy level completions. If none of that is of interest to you, you can probably get through the game in under an hour, which includes sitting through the lengthy load times. For that reason, I would certainly not recommend purchasing Defunct at full price. But this is a worth a fiver video. So the real question is, at 98% off, would Defunct be worth it? Well, to be honest, I do not feel very moved by my experience with the game, and I cannot imagine going back to play now that I've made my way through the entire story mode. So in that case, even at sales of up to 98% off its regular price, my belief is that Defunct is not worth a fiver. Have you played Defunct and have different thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again in my next video.